Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm back. It's me, Gen X Dave, with Gen X and Beyond. My two co-hosts, Only the Lonely, Mocha420, and looks like we have a guest tonight,
Yes, we do. We have a new guest.
miggy420. I love it. I freaking
What up?
love it.
Right on.
So,
How you doing?
so I asked Miggy to join. Miggy's been on YouTube for quite a while now. I've been watching his content. He's a fellow smoker, and so is his friend Tom. They do a lot of marijuana news,
All right,
which
rock
which is
on.
what led me to them.
Are
Rock
you guys all
on.
in Pennsylvania?
No,
No,
I'm in
Just me.
Illinois.
Okay, okay.
both of
And,
us are in Illinois.
yeah, Mocha's in
Missouri.
Southern Illinois, and
No, Illinois.
Oh,
yeah,
both Illinois. Gotcha.
yeah,
Where are you
he
at, Miggy?
Seattle.
Okay.
Seattle.
Shit, I got a
Yeah.
machine down in Seattle right fucking now, but I'm not the one going there to fix it. So,
Mechanic?
nah, I'm an engineer, biomed engineer.
Nice, dude. Nice. Fuck. Are you other two guys technicals too?
No,
No.
Oh,
I'm
I
disabled.
sell cannabis and cannabis products and vapes.
okay. Oh,
I'm disabled and I smoke to keep me out of pain.
oh, I feel you, bro. Hey,
I've had two knee surgeries on this knee, and the second time they had to drill almost 300 holes in
oh,
my top leg
ah,
just to get blood flow down to my knees so it worked.
oh my God, dude.
Oh yeah. It's horrible. It's horrible. Some days I can't even make it to the bathroom, and it's like right around the corner.
Uh,
Hey,
yeah.
I was just on Miggy's show, dude, and he's like, I was watching his stream, and he's like, hey man, why don't you just jump in here? And he threw his shit down in the chat, dude. Right as I get in there, there's some random troll that jumped into his studio and was like, in this, in that, in this,
Yeah.
and he
So
booted
bad.
his ass, and the next thing you know, another dude jumps in, and it's Donald fucking Trump
That
parody,
dude was awesome though, man. Like
dude.
it was a true experience. Like you guys, like I think I'll go. I mean, that was fun, except for the guy who was doing the heavy N-word stuff. Oh man, he still got me shook, dude. The fact that people like this exist, like you want to be like, at first all serious because he was like, he threw a racist question at me. Like, look, it's a good time to educate. Just be like, look, we're all fucked up. It's a thing that how it is or whatever. But
See,
uh,
we had this talk yesterday about racism and shit, and
Yeah.
I had my buddy. He was former Navy, and he just so happens to be black. And he came on the show and gave us his perspective of racism and stuff. Last night's show was pretty good, but I
and
got to go in and edit the show so it can be on our page
Yeah, we
while
got
I'm
to take
waiting on
Michael
the
Jackson's
appeal.
song out because Sony doesn't let anybody watch Michael Jackson for free nowadays.
oh, dude. So like, yeah, you
so
can't videos. You gotta be safe with that, and also images. So like, I belonged to a website one time. We were making like a blog, and we just grab shit off the internet, man. Like you just whatever. The AMP Associated Press came out my boys with like $1,000 per image. And like they were like going to come after them for like
Oh
$1 million or
shit!
something. They shut everything down. They were like, "Fuck all this, we're done." Walk away
Oh
from that
wow.
shit. Like that,
right.
that don't exist no more.
Well, so far all we've
Well,
shared is YouTube videos and AI
just
generated
been
content.
hanging around my room, my blanket, my
Yeah.
my dream catcher, and well, I smoke a lot of pot.
Well, I'm just going to say this before we get any further in the show. I got a disclaimer to say our thoughts, opinions, and our views, along with our guests, is that of our own and does not reflect or represent anybody, including YouTube, Spotify, X, or wherever else we decide to post our videos and our content. With that being said, facts don't have feelings, and there's only two genders. And on top of that, we do not support underage smokers. So if you're not 21 or older, we are not promoting you to go smoke or do any type of drug at all. And
Unless you're sick and you need it and your doctor says okay.
yeah, and any tips, topic ideas, or request to be a guest, you go to genxandbeyond at gmail.com. I'll put that up on the bottom of our ticker here in a minute. And On top of that, I want to talk about entitlements. And I'm not talking about entitlements given by the government. I'm talking about fake entitlements that people think they have or they earn or they think they could do just because they think they could do. Number one, if you have a handicap placard or your license plate don't have the handicap emblem on it, you should not park in handicap spots.
Yes.
And I see you hop out of your car and you're running around the parking lot with the chicken with your head cut off and you run into Walmart and you're parked in a handicap spot. I am going to say something to you. Okay. First. Second of all,
Who pissed you off
Sure.
today, Dave?
just because you think they're there for you to use does not mean your skinny ass, who has no problem walking, should be hopping into the handicap carts. Okay. So, with that being said,
Dave,
know your role,
Like me,
use common
Dave.
sense.
can I be devil's advocate as always here? Because you're overlooking
There's no
something.
devil's advocate.
Yes,
bro,
there
with
is. There's a
that.
shit ton of people here walking around who have disabilities you can't see.
That's true.
Bro, listen, if you
And
got a cliff
and
lip, it does not give you the
and
right
you
to
know
use
what?
a
When you get a
goddamn cart.
placard, you get a card, and you can park your car in those spots without your placard. And then if you do get a
No.
ticket, you show your card. Yeah, my old lady got a
In the
card
state of Illinois,
so that
if
she can
you do
still
not
park
have it
there.
in the
Oh
state of
well.
Illinois, if you do
Oh,
not have it clearly posted on your dash, in the windshield, or hanging in your mirror, or it's not on your plate, you are not allowed to park in a handicap.
$500 ticket first time.
You're not allowed.
all right. Well,
Okay.
well,
There's that. Another
in
thing
PA,
is,
it
So what
ain't like
happened?
that.
So what happened to you?
I was outdoor dashing. I pulled up into my spot, and I got out to go into Chipotle. And here come this cunt who's from Arizona, pulls up right in front of the store in the handicap spot, not directly straight like you should, but at an angle, cockeyed. She gets out and runs inside. There's no handicap marker on the damn fucking license plate. And I look all over the dash and look in the rearview. There's no handicap. And I walk in there. I said, "Is there something wrong with you, ma'am?" And she's like, "What do you mean?" I said, if you're handicapped, what's your handicap? Because you're not supposed to park there.
You can't ask that.
Oh, I can too. And I sure
Uh,
enough fuck did.
thank
No,
you, Patrolman
you're
Dave.
really not supposed to
I
ask
don't
that.
Yeah,
what
you're
facts
not.
don't have
That was
feelings.
my
If
whole
I hurt
point.
your feelings,
That's
go
the
fuck
facts. The
yourself.
facts are they could have a
honestly, no,
disability that is
no,
unapparent to you, so
no,
maybe you
no.
shouldn't turn into a Karen and start cussing
Yeah.
out a random stranger.
Look, I don't mind what people do. You want to fucking blow through fucking yellow lights and be stupid and blow through red lights and take a chance of getting T-boned or killing somebody, that's your fucking opinion. And you're more than welcome to do that. But when it comes to the elderly or handicapped people who really need those spots and they can't access those spots because of some fucking crackhead bitch or some jackass decide they just want to run in and out. That
So,
is bullshit.
Presumptuous.
so
She,
what
did she tell you that she has something? There's those
No,
issues?
she don't have nothing.
Oh,
But you guys didn't have a conversation then.
Yeah, we had a perfect conversation.
What'd she say?
She said that she had nothing wrong with her. She just wanted to run in and grab something to eat. And I told her, I was like, well, next time park across the parking lot.
I mean, you
did
tell her
did
it's
she
fine.
flip you off, or she's like, okay, have a
No,
great
she
day?
kind of got snippy, but I kind of let her know, around
Well,
here, that's disrespectful
Well,
and illegal.
Well, if it was me out traveling and I didn't have my placard with me, and you, a random person, approached me, I'm not going to feel the need to discuss my bladder issues with
right?
you,
Or
and why I might have a handicap placard
The one
because
thing I'm
I
going to
can't
ask you
hold
is
my
Hey,
this is
Daniel,
what,
it's been a
fucking
pleasure.
bladder.
Sorry, guys. I got to take off.
all
All
right,
right, man. Have a good day. It was
have a
good to
good
meet
one,
you,
bud.
Miggy.
But that's my thing. That's
Yeah.
that's the entitlements I'm talking about. And and I don't think that's right because there's nothing wrong with you. You have no reason to use those handicap carts in Walmart or any grocery store whatsoever.
right?
Especially if you are perfectly fine and there's nothing wrong with you. Walk into a store and you see a couple of teenagers hopping on them because their disabled mom hopped on one, so they figured they could take the other two. And there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with them. And the stores don't say nothing to them. You know what I'm saying? So
They
that
Right.
leads me to the next thing. I'm sick and tired of you fucking Illinois cops. And I'm talking about you state cops, you Illinois county cops, you Illinois city cops not doing your goddamn job and holding up the oath to the Constitution of Illinois and the Constitution of the United States because of J.B. Pritzker's fucking political war with Donald Trump. My tax dollars pay you to do a goddamn job. Don't sit there at a red light and fucking watch somebody blow a red light and not do nothing about it. Don't sit there and watch these motherfuckers race up and down the street and sit there and watch them and don't do nothing about it. Okay? You want to be on the right side of things, start doing your fucking job what we taxpayers pay you to do because you work for us. You don't work for the governor. You don't work for the senators, the congressmen and women. You don't work for them. You work for us, for the people. And you promise to uphold the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of Illinois to do your goddamn job. So when ICE comes in here, you should be working with them, regardless what Pritzker says, because that's your job.
supposedly.
Don't fucking just blow it off.
Right.
Okay? That's the way
Well,
it is.
all I know is ICE didn't show up at no Chicago school, so
Nope.
that wasn't ICE. It had nothing to do with deporting anybody. But here's the thing: if you have children and you are here illegally and they are looking for you because you've broken the law since you've been here, uh, then your children will need to be
They broke the law.
like they're not going to
coming
leave
to-
your children in school while they arrest you and deport you. They're going to, it's not going to be like that.
They
So
broke
you
the law
consider your
coming
children,
here.
if you have children and you're here illegally, go back across the border and come through point of entry.
The problem is this right
It's that
here. They're
simple.
all sitting there saying that these illegals, and
Well,
this is going on in all the states, in most Democrat states, they're the pillars of our community and they pay taxes. Well, if they're paying taxes, then they're not illegal
a lot of people
and
play,
they're not undocumented.
and most illegal people do not because you can't. You might pay taxes when you buy shit in the store, but you're not paying taxes on your income.
Right.
And the people who are giving you an income are breaking the law by giving you a regular commercial income to the table without taxing it.
Excuse me.
So, I mean, and if you have a green card, you're not illegal, obviously. So we're
Right.
not talking
Right.
about anybody who's here who is actually going through the process to become a citizen. We're talking about people who are like, fuck your processes, I'm jumping over the border.
Right. And seeing the thing with it all is this right here. You know, it's gotten out of proportion with all these lies that are going on about ICE and DHS. And now there's FBI leaks about ICE's business and where they're going to hit next. You know what I'm saying? Now, and you're looking at getting people killed that way.
Yep. Or
Do
if not
they
killed,
not understand?
severely hurt.
No, severely hurt or killed. And you guys just leaking stuff out there is just fucking this. You're not for the people, man.
Disgraceful.
You're
Right.
not for the people.
Un-American.
I don't.
And here we go. We got the View host, Anna. I can't think of her
Nicole.
name. Mavara. No,
Yeah.
Anna Mavara or something like that. She said the other day that she thinks at some point in time Donald Trump would sign an executive order banning black people from the halftime show of football. She said that, and then she wants to sit there and Sonny Houston wants to run her fucking mouth, her pie hole, right along with fucking Joy Behar and fucking Whoopi Goldberg, all want to chime in and run their fucking mouth about it.
Right.
So I mean, look, that'll never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. Okay, why would he do that? If he was going to do that, he would have done that before he showed up to the Super Bowl. And thank God the crowd booed Taylor Swift and they all cheered fucking, Donald Trump. That's the only thing. And other than that, who was main um the main act on the halftime show? Kendrick Lamar, is it?
Kendrick Lamar.
Okay,
Probably.
he and he.
I don't know for sure. I didn't
I
watch
think
the
it was
Super
Kendrick.
Bowl. I mean, I
I
only
don't either. But
got like,
but
I've
here's the
been out of
thing.
those for a minute.
Here's the thing. He called Drake, you know who Drake is, the other rapper, a pedo. Which don't know if that's true or not, but I'm not going to sit here and
Allegedly.
speculate. I mean, if they got beef, they got beef, but whatever. I find it funny. But you want to sit there and say he's going to ban black people from fucking halftime show? What kind of fucking drugs are you on, lady? And why isn't The View canceled already? Why haven't anybody? Why hasn't ABC spoke up and canceled The View? I know the
Right.
ratings ain't that good. They lost damn near fucking 75% of their viewers because they found out they were fucking crackhead bitches that's fucking sitting there talking about nothing. They're not news. They're liars. Okay? They have no content at all for anybody. And they got all these idiot followers. So, it's just fucking blows my mind that show is still on air.
Oh, me too. By the BS that they spew.
It's like it's like they're fucking entitled. They're not entitled. Okay?
But
That's just the way it is. They're not entitled to shit. So I don't even know I don't know what they think how many times they've been sued now. There's the question.
I
That
thought
should tell
that's
you
why they got the
how many
lawyer on the
lawsuits
show.
have they had and had to pay out. How much money they? How much more money does ABC have to pay out before they just cancel that show altogether?
I was going to say, I thought that's why they had Sunny hosted on there because she's the lawyer of the show.
She got sued and they had to make a public apology, bro.
Right. And she's the lawyer of the show.
Yeah, and she don't know shit.
what?
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 I was waiting for you to say something.
I'm lost.
What? All I'm saying
What?
is this: The View is
Uh,
just a show that needs to be canceled, regardless. And I'm gonna get into
I
this
can't
subject
play
too.
devil's advocate with that. I mean, I don't disagree with anything there.
Right?
I mean,
And
I don't have much veracity about it like I did when I cared about that, but like I don't care about Whoopi Goldberg and all them fuckers anymore. I
right,
mean, like I've said it. I've said it way too much to care. I've already devoted too much of my time to complaining about her. Like I miss Gyna, and it really sucks to see people betray the characters that they pretend to be. Like,
Right.
'cause that's why they get fans, is because the fans idolize the characters. Well, and it's heartbreaking to find out that's not who was pretending. They were just pretending.
well, just so everybody knows, nobody gives a fuck about what Hollywood thinks and what actors out there think. Nobody gives a fuck.
Thank
Right.
Okay.
God. Finally.
Regardless what side of the aisle you're on, or even if you're on a side, nobody cares
Yep.
about your pathetic little fucking life in Hollywood.
No,
Your
that's
little
the whole thing.
movies.
It's like you're only there because people have risen you up. People have lifted you up above them. And like, so now that you're up there, you're only up there because the people lifted you up. So to get up there and then look down on everybody and belittle everybody underneath you, that's punching down. And it's a bit despicable.
It shows what kind of person you really are.
Well, exactly.
It shows your
Sell
true
out.
self. It shows your true self,
But
and that's just how it is.
why is he crazy?
No one knows. Hey, so you were going to tell us about the uh, copyright thing.
What about it?
You said you was going to discuss it in the show tonight.
Oh no, I was going to discuss the Michael Jackson thing. The fact that Sony Productions is like pretty strict about his material being released without them being clued in on it and selling the rights.
All
So,
right.
or whoever they currently have. I know at the time the song we played was "They Don't Care About Us," and there is a political and there's an underlying to that song, to the lyrics. There's a story in that lyrics. It's about what the mainstream media and the record studios and media altogether was doing to Michael at that time. Uh,
Right.
and that's what the song is basically telling the story of, and it can't be shared freely as he would have liked it to be, because he lost the battle the song was about. The song was basically, if you Candace Owens does a full 2 hour special on Michael Jackson. She did it on his birthday. I think it's sometime in December. Go watch that if you want more info on this. I don't want to argue or discuss that too much. Just be it known that the evidence for what he was accused of wasn't there. He was acquitted, and there's more evidence that it was all conspiratorial and targeted because of his conflict with Sony and Michael Jackson's handlers, who ultimately led to his death. So it's a big deal, and people own his music today who don't share the same values as the artist, which is why people shouldn't sell your soul to some lawyer to sign your rights away to Sony. Or
Agreed.
Now, tell everybody about the podcast you were just involved in.
so that's Miggy420 on YouTube. He jumps on randomly and does his own little impersonal podcast while he's getting ready for his other show. He works with a lawyer named Tom he's a marijuana lawyer in I believe Illinois or Indiana. Uh, and Yeah, Miggy's one of his co-hosts and has his own show. So I was sitting there breaking up some weed to get ready for tonight's show, and my Miggy popped up in the corner. I'm like, oh, cool, he's doing a show. So I jumped in and threw a comment up and said, hey, I'm smoking with you while I'm getting ready for my podcast. And he's like, well, fuck, you should just jump in here, dude. So he's like, if you're sitting here smoking anyway, jump in. So I jumped in, and at the exact same time I jumped in, some troll jumped in, and he was hard and this and that. He's just racist as fuck, and he was just trying to troll dude's show. And he's like, "Are you with that guy?" I'm like, I have no clue who that was, and if I could hear myself talking because he won't shut up, I would tell him how it is. But he ended up booting him. Uh, and then somebody else jumped in, and it was a Donald Trump impersonator, and the 45th and the 47th underneath his name. And I don't know if he was using an AI voice changer or if he's just that good of an impersonator, but you couldn't tell it wasn't Donald Trump. Uh, so,
Well, Miggy, if you end up watching this, we subscribe to your channel.
yeah, and he knew I had to go, and I was like, dude, man, I've watched your show for 10 years and need to talk to, you should follow me over to my podcast, or our podcast, and say hi to the host, Dave, and say hi to Moken and hang out for a minute. And he said, well, I can't stay long, but I'll definitely follow you. So, yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. I mean, their lawyer show is like hardcore marijuana for however long they talk. They go over the laws and they'll talk about all 50 states. They've talked about Pennsylvania quite a bit. They talk about Illinois a lot. He talks about Indiana a lot. And his friend Tom is a practicing lawyer that specializes in marijuana law and helping people. So before it was legalized in his state, he was involved in making sure people didn't get put in jail for possessing a plant.
Cool.
So good peoples, man.
Alrighty, so we subscribe to him, Gen X and beyond. So there's that. How are you doing, Malkin?
I think his other show's the marijuana lawyer, the one he does with Tom.
I'm okay, I guess.
He's smoking Dibble tonight. See? He's Dibble. Dylan.
Dibble. Smoking Dibble.
Dibble. I'm smoking Dibble. Yeah, it was... The whole experience over there was kind of thrown off by the troller, but then to get Donald Trump parody, like that was... Dude had no idea who it was. That's what happens when you put the link to your studio up in your chat, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
But you can have good outcomes and you can have horrible outcomes, and then you can have hilarious outcomes. So
Right.
he named that shit Taco Tuesday. If you want to check it out, I kind of play it, the Donald Trump part of it, because it's fucking hilarious.
If you could bring it up, let's do it.
Here, let's. All right, I'll go right to the part where he called. He was on altogether for 30 minutes. Let's see. Donald Trump jumped in right in the end. So let's share this and.
Then.
Yeah, it's weird because I jumped in his podcast. I used my own gamer tag, Only the Lonely, but my Dan420 is my username on YouTube. So he was like, "Who the fuck is this Only the Lonely?" He didn't know who I was either, even though he told me to jump on the show.
Right.
It's like, oh, okay. Well, let's see.
Excuse me. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello?
That's amazing.
Hi,
Miguel?
sir.
There we
Hello.
go.
We got Lonely. We've got Miguel over here. Hello, everybody.
Oh, that's awesome. Nice.
Oh
my God.
I
Finally
saw-
meet you, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Are you
Well,
going
it's
to
nice to
continue
come
fucking
in.
up the deep state
It's
or
nice
what?
to come in.
He is
Absolutely.
owned by the deep
We're
state. Are you kidding me?
We're getting no. Listen,
We've yet to
it's not a
see
very
clear
nice thing to
evidence of
say.
that.
Oh, how's your daddy, Musk?
We love Elon. We love Elon a lot. And he's not my daddy, but I am the daddy, I guess. I am home, right? Daddy's home. But no, what everybody's been talking about. But I
Understood
see
that reference. We gotta
Miguel
play that song.
over here with the 420. You do the 420, right?
Tom
You
McDonald,
Oh, yeah.
copy strike.
a little
You
thing
should.
called the
You
grass,
should.
right?
You'd be a lot more fluid.
I think we are pretty fluid. I would hope that we're fluid. I would hope
This
so.
is the best you got, and you're calling yourself fluid? Come on there.
We're absolutely fluid. We're
Well, that's a jerk off session right there. That's what that
Excuse me.
is.
No.
That's a man that's been in the middle a couple times.
No. Arnold Palmer. Only for Arnold
Ooh.
Look at whoever this guy was, man. Policies there, Mr. Trump.
Absolutely. And I think what we're going to do is something so great for the people of, weed. It's going to be incredible.
Yes.
We're going to legalize it all across the board. I think we can get that done very easily, actually. It's a very liberal thing. So I don't think it will be that hard.
Well, just get a hold of Bernie Sanders. He already had the law written, ready to go.
Well, I think
story on every
Bernie,
channel.
we had Bernie in here like a couple minutes ago, but I guess he.
Jesus Christ. Hey, for the movement, I will, Mr. Trump, because I know you are easily appeased.
I did. I did not catch that joke the first time around. Oh my God. I about choked on my bowl. What do you think so far?
I love it. Let's keep it rolling.
Policies there, Mr. Trump.
Absolutely. And I think what we're going to do is something so great for the people of, weed. It's going to be incredible. We're going to legalize it all across the board. I think we can get that done very easily, actually. It's a very liberal thing. So
I mean,
I don't think it will be that hard.
Well, just get a hold of Bernie Sanders. He already had the law written, ready to go.
All right. Well, I think Bernie, we had Bernie in here like a couple minutes ago, but I guess
Jesus Christ. Hey, for the movement, I will, Mr. Trump, because I know you are easily appeased. So, if you need 10, 15 minutes, I will give my personal time to.
No.
For the movement, though, for legalization is what I'm saying.
I'll tell you this. We have an OnlyFans like nobody's ever seen before. It's beautiful. And so does, a lot of these other people like Kamala. Think of it. Kamala's on OnlyFans now.
This is all I
Right? She's
see.
got a whole
Oh my God.
situation.
That's amazing.
But I'll tell you, I think what we're going to do is so great. Thank you. Look at these people. They're laughing like nobody's laughed before. They're laughing like it's nobody's business.
I love
it's beautiful.
This is amazing.
Hey, have you
Beautiful.
seen
I
Hi-Rez
appreciate
before, Mr. Trump? He does a very good impersonation of you.
I think Mr. Hi-Rez is very incredible. I listened to some of the songs. These are great, songs. I don't know if you know this, but I think I could do a lot better. I think
Oh my God.
I think I'll get into the studio, right? After I'm president.
You are so good.
Thank you. I hope I am. You come at me very strongly, like you hate me or something. It's crazy.
No, it's just, sir, I was a Bernie fan. I'm not now. But in 2016 I was. And I was really disappointed that when you won instead, you did not legalize marijuana. And
we can change that.
Bernie were
Okay,
on the
we'll change it.
wavelength there, and
Absolutely. Absolutely. You look at places all over. They've taken a more liberal approach.
Oh my
that's
God.
That's what we'll get done.
So,
But we
so
need
much
border
stuff.
security.
Remember, sir,
We need.
you said we have to watch Colorado.
Listen. I'm
you
speaking.
said-
Excuse me. Is that familiar?
Yes.
No. Okay. Well, I'll tell you this
Oh my God.
very simply. We will build America again. We have to build again. We have to build. We haven't built like anything
Build back
in the
greener.
past 4 years. It's going to be crazy.
Are we gonna take back
It's going to
Gaza?
be crazy.
Are we gonna have Mar Gaza?
I don't know if it's going to be called Gaza anymore. Think of it. We renamed the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. We're going to rename Gaza Trumpland. It's going to be called
Oh my goodness.
Trumpland.
Trumpland.
It's gonna be beautiful. It's going to be nice and beautiful. It's going to have a lot of hotels, lots of hotels, and lots of other things like, you look at the synagogues. We need more synagogues, more McDonald's. We need more casinos for our Jewish population.
More
It's a
McDonald's.
fantastic thing
Oh
for
my
our Jewish
God.
population.
Mr. President, what do you say to those people out there that say the fact that you're going to bring peace to Gaza means you're in fact the last beast of the Bible?
Well, I'll tell you this. I think we're going to do a lot of things, actually. We're going to do a lot of things.
That's so good. Oh my
We're
God.
going to do a lot of things. I don't want to get too ahead of myself and get a headline, right? Because you know what is going on? We're talking to Miguel. We're talking to Lonely Mr. Lonely. Apparently some guy over here. I don't know what happened to you. I've
never met
Akon.
Akon.
Too lonely.
Hey, Daniel.
Crazy.
Daniel, you have your podcast though. Are you scheduled in the studio? Ahead?
Yeah, as soon as this bull's over, they're waiting for me.
Oh,
right now,
beautiful.
so-
Beautiful.
Great, though, I'll tell you what.
You've got to remix Illegals in My Yard. It's like
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh Jesus!
it's
We
a
got
beautiful
green
song. It's like Feliz Navidad, but it's
Dude,
different.
we
It's
have to have
Why
him
isn't the
on show.
Right?
Look, we have to find him and get him on the show.
Oh my God. I'll drop Miggy a note and comment and see if he can tell me who it is. Like, shoot me.
Can't you go back to the chats?
subscriber.
and-
Their email.
No, because they didn't leave a message. Like neither of these two people that jumped in were in the comments section. They just saw the link and joined. So I have no clue who they are, no clue if they were subscribers or not. That's like he was he was like not sure about the racist dude, because he's like, man, like, I don't know if you're a subscriber or not. I don't want to be mean to you, but like, I don't want that shit on my show. Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
You know, because that's all he did. Like, this dude randomly just jumped into his podcast and started talking about, hey, do you like ends? I don't like ends. I don't like this. I don't like that. And it's like, whoa, what the fuck?
It sounded like he was trying to push buttons.
It sounded like he was like some kind of troll, like, who just wanted to like do some shock shit, like, you know, like the shock DJs used to do back in the day. It sounded like that, but it's like, oh, it's like, dude. But at the same time, I had it playing on my speakers behind me on the TV, so I couldn't fucking hear anything. I couldn't talk.
Comedy's even hateful. You know what I'm saying? Like even Trump's like, ahead.
Yeah, as soon as this bull's over, they're waiting for me.
Oh, beautiful.
So you're gonna love
Beautiful.
this, though. I'll tell you.
You've got to remix.
You're gonna love
Illegals in
this.
my yard. It's like
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh Jesus!
We
it's
got to
a beautiful
remix
song.
Legals in my yard.
It's like Feliz Navidad.
Oh my God,
but it's different. It's
Why?
Oh my God.
Why isn't the comedy even hateful? You know what I'm saying? Like even Trump's like comedy is like, okay, it's okay to like fuck the trans and screw the whatever, and you're like, this motherfucker's so
the
funny.
Transgender insanity. That's what it's called. It's very simple. We ended
DEI.
that. No. Listen, the DEI bullshit. We will take none of it. We're not going to take any of it.
You mean where we would discriminate?
We don't
people
like
based on
woke.
their
Woke
race?
is going broke.
Oh my
Everybody.
God.
Woke is going so broke. They get no money. They have the negatives, right?
We're going to stop discriminating based on race, sex, and gender.
You know what we're going to do? I think what we're going to do is we're going to go based on merit again. We have to go based on merit. And that's a very important thing.
I really appreciate the Donald Trump voice, or even whatever
it's not a voice. How many times do I say it's not a voice changer?
It's amazing though. I mean, like it's so good, but it's just like, you know, Trump's level of intelligence hurts me sometimes when it's like to make fun of,
By the way.
like the highest. Ooh, there we go. The highest accused. You know.
It takes a lot of smarts to be president. I'll tell you that. And a lot of smart to handle these smarter people. You get a lot of smart people.
He rolls with
we
every
don't
punch,
want weak
man.
people. We don't want people that are criminals. You got a lot of criminals that we're going to be putting away rather quickly. Okay, rather quickly.
Wow.
So you just hang on. We're going to release a lot of the pot smokers, the great people, the marijuana. Imagine that we're going to legalize. Imagine.
So good.
The people want it.
That's so good.
I do appreciate it, everybody. I'm getting a call from Vladimir right now. I have to take it.
Thank you.
And I do appreciate it, everybody.
Is this the call?
It's just oh.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
we have to have him on the show.
Right?
We gotta have him on our podcast.
Dude, I wouldn't be able to say nothing. I'd be too busy laughing.
Yeah, you might want to mute your mic, dude. But yeah,
I liked
we
it.
gotta
I
have
rolled with
him.
it, man. I think I took it pretty well.
Yeah, you did, and so did Miggy.
Yeah. I think that's one of we got contrasting, congruent or confluent directions on when it comes to those opinions, but for most of everything else, we're pretty well aligned. I don't know. I don't have TDS, guys. Seems like my X feed is full of people who have TDS and people who don't have TDS making fun of people who have TDS. And I just want to put out this announcement as a public service announcement. If you don't understand that getting rid of trespassers is good, you might have TDS. If you don't understand that spending $60 million for condoms for terrorists is a bad idea, you might have TDS. If you have TDS, call RFK. He can help. He's helping make America healthy again. Thank you.
Oh,
And that was brought to you by Only the Lonely public service announcement. All right, I got a service announcement.
Ozempic
Illinois,
does not
here,
cure TDS. You heard that wrong. Ozempic
yeah,
does not cure TDS.
and hymns don't have nothing for you either. Um, so
I
another
just saw
public
that
service
video for the
announcement.
first time today.
In Illinois, what?
You know, they're facing scrutiny to actually get charges for that commercial, right?
What commercial?
Hims and hers.
What do you mean? I see it on TV all the time.
Not. Did you see the Super Bowl one?
No.
They said some things on the Super Bowl without putting any kind of risk or anything like that, and yeah, they didn't follow the proper standards for medical advertising. I didn't watch it, but I watched a lawyer do a podcast about it.
Oh,
Mm.
okay. But yeah, you gotta try to find that dude. I almost want to go back and fucking try to search him on YouTube just by the name that he had up there.
Right. I bet that's what he
Um,
does is he trolls studios and fucking throws it up on his own channel.
Hey, can you go back to that? What'd that say?
What? I'm not rude. I can't see the rest. I just say
He's got to have an account. What's his what was
45th
his
and
name?
47th.
Donald Trump. Did it say Donald Trump?
Donald J. Trump.
it's on miggy420's Taco Tuesday. It says Donald J. Trump is what he put his name as. 45th and 47th POTUS parody. And yeah, that's all I can see about it. I'm giving his show a like and that specific show a like, and I'm asking Trump if he can hit us up.
You got a hold of him?
Yeah. Give everybody your YouTube handle again there, Dave? Because I'm going to put it in the comments as you say it. So,
Like, what do you mean handle?
let everybody know the handle that you have to put into the search bar to find our channel because they won't let you use Gen X and
YouTube.com.
Beyond.
YouTube.com/ at capital G, capital X, capital A, capital B, 0420. Did you hear all that?
I'm saying, dude, Trump was on point. Please hit up at GXAB0420 for a talk about your future policies on marijuana. There we go. That was cool. That was a unique experience because, yeah, that was such a weird, strange, twisted of events there. Like, like what a weird night, guys.
Yeah, that was crazy, dude.
Broke ass white people.
Right? So what
Well,
else is going on?
the reason I was gone so long was because my dog's barking and it's 10 o'clock and I can get rode up for that. And there's somebody outside coming over here because we're not supposed to be smoking in here. I just have it set up to where I can. And stealing people's cigarettes that they leave outside.
What the fuck? A thief?
Yeah.
Thief! Thief! Bilbo's bag and Scott's my ring.
Oh my god!
And my dog was barking at it.
Get the thief! Get this! Bring back my
So
precious.
I'm gonna have to tell my old lady it's not who they think it is stealing cigarettes and throwing them all over the fucking ground.
Right, it's the dog.
No, it's somebody else that lives
Oh.
over in these houses over here. They live in a fucking house. Come over and rob old people of their cigarettes.
Hey, I want you to do me a favor. All right, this is what I want you to do, Moken. I want you to get on Spencers.com and tell them you need a 20 pack of cigarette loads. Okay.
I know exactly what those are.
All right. So
Dude, you shouldn't be saying this.
You get those.
This could become evidence.
You
I
get
would
those.
stop.
Look, you get those and you put them on the tips of every single cigarette, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, and if
Yeah.
if you fucking decide to do like mini M80s or something instead, this show had nothing to do with the idea.
I won't do that. That'll hurt somebody.
No,
These little poppets that he wants me to do, those ain't gonna hurt somebody. They're just gonna give
or
you a
you
little
could do
scare.
this. Or if you
Sure.
wanted to fucking be an asshole, you could go this. You could fucking get 20 cigarette tubes. Okay, that's got the butt on them.
I have an
Phil,
electric
hold
roller in here too.
Yeah, Phil. Hey, listen, Phil. 90% of it up with sawdust, and the last 10% of it with tobacco.
Man,
And
that's
then
hard.
do the whole pack, and just leave it out there one night.
We're bad influences.
No, because it's not an influence if you've already thought of it.
Yeah, but the more times that you hear it, the more likely you're to follow that recourse.
Well, whenever I'm sitting here,
Like if 40 people tell you slash some dude's tires as a response to one of your rants,
Or get some real crusty
you're
dog
more
shit
likely
and
to
break
like,
it up
yeah,
to a
that's a
powder
good
and
idea.
put it half of it in the fucking cigarette, the other half tobacco, and leave that out there. Just have Beth warn all the smokers.
Right. Dude.
You know how foul that would be, dude?
Donald J. Trump.
What, did he respond?
No. I told him to hit up the show.
Oh.
So, I mean, in the comment, so.
is he in the comments?
Nope.
That was insane, though. It was pretty good. It was pretty spot on.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Like,
I would love to have that dude on air for an hour.
I can't find him, just searching for it. So
that would hurt the gut,
right?
Just for an hour, just to get him to talk about AOC and Elizabeth Warren and have them talk about Dr. Fauci and
Right.
all that shit, just to hear him just say those names and just that would be such a fucking badass moment, bro. That would probably be the highlight of all of our shows.
Oh yeah, that'll get some clicks.
I still want to know how this dude found Miggy and how we can find him.
Yes, that would be fucking beautiful if we could find him. Have you searched YouTube, bro, all over
Yeah,
the place?
I just look for all I get is videos of like Saturday Night Live and bullshit. People doing parodies, like in person skits and stuff like that. And then
Bro,
of course you get High Res, which I mentioned High Res, and he knew who High Res was. You know what I
yes,
mean?
that I know for a fact.
Oh, that's better than mine, huh? We'll hit that anyway. Keep it cherry. Oh wow. Oh my god.
Man, I would love to have that dude on the show.
That's layered with wax for you guys there. It's into the ether and into your.
He is that shit was straight up funny. That was a good fucking video.
Yeah, that was awesome video.
We will be having our podcast a little early tomorrow night and Thursday night because I worked in the morning tomorrow morning and work Thursday mornings. I will be outdoor dashing a little bit, but after that, I will be doing the podcast early, guys, tomorrow and the next day.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Gotta just let me know.
Right.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. I just let you know.
Oh, I gotta get my
When,
monitor back. I can't hear
tomorrow.
myself.
I mean, just fucking text me and let me know.
You'll see it in the group chat, guys. So,
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
they want
Moken, shut the fuck up.
nice.
Yeah, that shirt's
So,
a
what's
lie.
going on in Illinois?
Well, what's going on in Illinois
Our
is
wonderful state of ours.
Sangamon County Sheriff's Department decided they're going to pay out $10 million to an agreement with the Sonia Massey issue.
What Massey?
And
Sonia
what's up?
Massey. Sonia
that-
Massey was killed by a cop, county
Oh.
cop.
that
here in
older
Springfield,
woman that
Illinois.
said, "Be gone with you, your demon," and that.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
Yeah,
I rebuke you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And her family and the Sangamon County Sheriff's Department came to an agreement for $10 million.
Like, just please don't tell people that you rebuke them in the name of Christ. Like, please don't do that, people. Oh man, I can't believe that entire thing, man. That just blew my mind. The entire event, like, I can't believe that happened,
And in my hometown.
dude.
Yep.
So, I mean,
What's going on with the dude?
nobody knows. I haven't heard anything. I guess I could look something up real quick.
Well, you know who deserves to be in jail more than Derek Chauvin? That guy in that video.
The cop. Yep.
Yeah, that one. Like,
Totally.
yeah, like, so.
Because that woman was no threat to him.
Last news on that guy was about 6 days ago. Let's see, fatal. That was just a family talking about the agreement they came to. But other than that, when it comes to the cop, okay, Illinois deputy was charged with murder in shooting of Sonia Massey 6 months ago. And he
So
was
he was
released.
charged.
He is out on
He-
bail.
Oh, he shouldn't have gotten bail.
So
Like, dude, that was so much more clear cut than George Floyd.
Right.
So, and George Floyd's problem was there was a lot of bullshit all over the internet before it was even confirmed that he had passed. So, I mean, lies on both sides of the truth, both sides of the narratives. There was like two main narratives that proliferated all over the place, and the truth ended up being neither of those narratives,
Right.
you know. And it ultimately ended up being an unfortunate event. So, I mean, but there's a person in jail that likely should not be there.
Right.
So with that being said, that's what happened there. $10 million settlement. Dude, the cop that is charged with murder of Sonia Massey already had pleaded guilty to 2 DUIs previously.
Mm.
I don't know about you, but I know here in the state of Illinois, 1 DUI gets you fucking license suspended for 6 months, and you got to take a driving course and alcohol
Yep.
AA meetings or something.
Yep.
And the second time they revoke your license for a year
Yep.
with 1 year probation on top of that, and daily piss tests or weekly piss tests. And you have to do your program again or serve 1 year and a day in the county jail. So he probably would have served about 8 months. So instead of that, he probably paid the fine, went and did the classes, blah, 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 to keep his license. Third time, you're out. You're out. You lose your license permanently. No
Yeah.
coming back.
Mm.
Except
That's the
for
state of
with a
Illinois.
lot of money.
Yeah, unless you got a lot of money and you've
Lot of
shown,
fucking money.
but he would have had to have shown multiple years without drinking and
Yep.
staying with his program, and have a lot of people back him up with written statements.
Yep.
That's the only way.
And
Fourth
it
time,
can't be family backing you up.
no, it has
Right.
to be completely like your sponsor and all that stuff, like people you work with at your current job, and you know what I mean.
Right.
So he's worked with us for 5 years, never missed a day, never called in sick, blah blah blah. So, but that being said, prayers still go out to that family. It was uncalled for. He had an option to use the taser if he thought it was a real threat. She only had a pot of boiling water in her hand.
I
You
don't
could
even
have
think he should
used the
have been in her
taser.
house.
She called them.
Yeah, but she opened the door and said, "Don't worry about it. I'm good." So, and I thought
And they kept
somebody
on
else
pushing.
called. But
Yeah, I don't.
what did she call about originally?
She thought somebody was walking around
Breaking
the
into
house
her
and
house.
sneaking and snooping in her windows.
Okay.
Peeping
So,
Tom type shit.
so then the cop gets there and then enters her house.
See, here's the one thing. Here, I'm going to play a little bit of devil's advocate. I'm not saying what
And
the officer
proceeds
did
to
was right,
interrogate her.
but I'm going to let you know this right now. As of right now, and there is no evidence proven otherwise, at least not yet, that the cops didn't know that she was a little screws loose in the head.
I don't think it
And
matters.
she didn't have her meds. I don't
So,
think,
Dave.
but listen, but
So,
if they would
Dave,
have
hold-
had that information in the system, they would have probably approached the situation a little different.
No, they should constitutionally. They should have approached it different to begin with. 'Cause if you call the cops because somebody's fighting on the street in front of your house, and the cops come up to your door to take your statement, and you open the door and they step into your house, they're violating your constitutional rights right then and there. So this guy was in the wrong to even enter her house. Like, she called because she thought there was somebody outside of the house. That doesn't give him the right to then come into her house. You know how easy it would be to get to do search and seizure on
See,
suspects
there's a
if all they had to do is
discrepancy with
like
that
sneak
too,
around their
bro.
house and they call,
There's a
hey,
there's a discrepancy with that too.
what? What's a discrepancy?
Because the body cam footage didn't start rolling until after they were already in the house. Or what happened was, dude, the one cop who shot Massey was already in the house when the other cop, his partner, showed up and walked in, and he had his body cam on. So there's no proof that she didn't invite him in or did not invite him in. You
Yeah,
get what I'm saying? So there's no
yeah.
proof of either or. So
So what's her name again? Massey.
yeah,
How
Sonia
you spell it?
Massey. I think it's Sonyamasie.
I thought I had watched it. And I thought he like insisted. I thought I watched a version where he insisted on going into her house. Yeah, see, there's more than one here.
Not like, to be honest with you, I never I stayed up with the story. I've been having my own shit in my own life to deal with.
I remember watching it like on Civil Rights Lawyer or something like that, and then I saw it and posted about it on X, and then I haven't seen anything about it since. That's originally when you were talking about it, I didn't know what the hell you were talking about, and I was like, "What?" But yeah, I don't know which video is which here. There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
So
I don't want to post them.
yeah,
So
I mean, I see video of them outside their house, so there is video of the altercation before the police entered. It is out there. Uh, I'll watch it and come back to it because I think she deserves a full story. But next time, maybe.
maybe.
Who knows?
Yep.
So, but yeah, I
Be
mean,
right back.
and that's the thing, though. And if he's on her property and then enters her house, like, at what point does this become an interrogation of the person who called you for help? Uh, Regardless of any condition she might have. Like, you're in her house, she's thinking there's people outside of the house, and suddenly you're like interrogating her and telling her you need her ID. And unless you actually suspected that this woman is lying and this isn't her house, which is pretty weird because that's kind of the theme of Leave the World Behind, the movie we were talking about last night with the Obamas.
Hey,
Is
well, what I understood and what I understand was, and like I said, I haven't stayed up with the story, so I don't know if this is true or not, that there was a phone call made to 911
right.
saying that someone was snooping through the windows of the house. They didn't know who or
Okay.
what. The
Yeah.
cops showed up. The lights are on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they don't see anybody walking around. So the way I'm understanding it is they thought that maybe, just maybe, uh, she was the burglar.
Yeah. Yeah. In her nightgown.
I'm just saying, hey,
Out
you know what? Around here in
with a
Illinois, listen,
suspiciously
around
familiar voice
here
to
in
the woman who
Springfield,
called the dispatch.
here in Springfield, with JB
Mm,
Pritzker's cuts to mental health
yeah.
over the last 4 years, okay, uh, we've had a lot of psychos on the street, bro. So it wouldn't surprise me some fucking idiots walking around in just a nightgown.
Right.
Okay, that doesn't that what that is makes no never mind with this situation, because here in Springfield you will find that.
That's
You will
normal.
see that. That's normal.
Right. Well, I've been downtown New York. I've been all over I've ran into a lot of people who just don't look right.
Well, I'm just saying that
They
around here
they
that's
look like
normal
they
occurrence.
look like they shouldn't be wandering the street. mean mugging every single person they look at, especially in New York, because you mean mug the wrong person in New York and you're getting your FAFO.
Yeah.
So like, and it's weird, crazy how many people who like you look at them, they're mainly homeless people on the streets that are just wandering around, and they'll look the meanest motherfucker down and mean mug them with that crazy eye.
Hmm.
And possessed motherfuckers. why'd we close all the insane asylums and then cut funding to
To the mental health here in Illinois.
yeah and all across the country.
Well, the reason why that was done here in Illinois is because the retirement pension fund for all the state workers and stuff,
Yeah,
it is negative. Negative.
I
So that
mean,
he thought cutting back on mental health was going to help. Well, it helped a little bit, but guess what? There is still a negative fund. He's been draining been draining the state.
right.
Okay, so
Yeah. Well,
JB Pritzker is a piece of shit. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there.
I agree wholeheartedly.
So he don't represent me. I did not vote for his bitch ass. I don't like his bitch ass.
oh, if I'm to believe the rumors going around about my governor, he's about to go down, get put in jail.
Well,
They might be indicting him any day now, because
For more,
he had inner workings with the Butler, Pennsylvania security detail.
oh yeah,
So there was some posts going around insinuating there might be communications of him talking about it before it actually happened.
uh-oh.
Well,
we'll
no,
see if that happens.
It's all hearsay until it comes out.
well, I worked in that building. Secret Service was in my old boss's office when the shooting happened.
What shooting?
The
Oh,
Trump,
with Trump
the
shooting.
Butler, yeah, I worked in that
Okay.
building. I
In
worked at
Butler,
that.
Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah, I was an engineer. That was my first engineer job. Was working in that building.
Okay.
They make machines that crush and destroy bottles and measure how much force it took and record it with high speed motion, high resolution cameras. They shoot lasers through bottles and determine how thick they are based on how much of the laser light passes through the bottle. They roll glass bottles. It's for making machinery for Coke and Nabisco and all these other factories. So
Okay.
but
Talking about Coke, check this out. Rumor has it, and for the research that I did, it's not true.
Mm.
But we won't know for sure. Give it a couple days, we'll know the truth. But supposedly, Coca-Cola, all right, rounded up all the illegals they had working for them into a conference room, told them they were all losing their job, and ICE rolled in and hauled them off. Okay. When
I
I
don't
went
believe
to
it.
look, I don't. Well,
I
the
don't believe it.
information,
Coke.
the information that I found says it's not true. So I am to believe that it's not true. But speaking about Coca-Cola,
Well, if Coca-Cola it was employing a large amount of illegal immigrants illegally, when paying them under the table, that specific plant would be getting shut down right now.
well, yeah. Did you hear about the boycott?
No, I'm
Okay, there
boycotting
is a
Delta right
list.
now. By the way,
There is a list of companies that are being boycotted by the Latinos. Coca-Cola, Walmart's on that list. Costco's on that list. Um, there's a lot of companies, big name companies on that list. So
mm.
it kind of, yes, it's not true, but didn't Coca Cola side with DEI? So why would they be boycotting Coca Cola?
I don't know. This is a kind of a good point because Dana White came out in support of Bud Light, and we talked about this about the 60,000 workers that Budweiser employs and whatnot. What in St. Louis there, right? Or is
Uh,
that the Ohio plant? I don't know, but anyways, it goes right in. It's pretty much the same thing as that. It's like if you got rid of all your HR and board members that advocated, supported, and pushed it, then maybe not boycott. I don't know. Like, because it goes back to like Bud Light. If you want to like get rid of all your HR department that pushed this on every employee, because when you work with a big company like that, you gotta like go into like yearly meetings where you gotta watch propaganda videos so that you can treat people the way they want you to treat people, and that's what it is. It's just a big indoctrination. Like we want you to use pronouns. We want you to not offend people. Your social media presence needs to include everything that we tell you to. And those kind of people that push that shit need to be removed from their positions of power. They can go
Yes.
right.
back to the beginning, start at the bottom, intern. I don't care. That was the wrong approach, and you fucked up the economy.
All right, so here's the list: Coca Cola, Walmart, McDonald's, Starbucks, Costco,
Hmm.
Subway, Pizza Hut, Home Depot, Tesla, KFC, and Domino's.
Hmm. Tesla, come on, Elon Musk.
I'm just telling you exactly what.
Yeah, I mean, I could see them adhering to it because they already hire a diverse range of talent. So I could see them then filing the paperwork to claim federal money. But what about Tesla is woke?
I guess it's because Elon
What about
is
Elon is
working
woke?
for Trump
Hmm.
and is for the closing of the border and sending troops to the border. And
Well, all that doesn't scream
Elon
DEI to me.
Elon is pro deportations and
Hmm.
pro America and
Doesn't sound like a
America
DEI
first.
employer to me.
Right. So, and a lot of people got to, and let me just say this: some of you people out there have a lot of misconception of what Elon Musk's job is to do. His job isn't to change or stop or involve himself or start anything. He is only the auditor. That means he looks at the bread and butter, finds out if there's too much butter on the bread, and then trims the fat.
Yeah,
And
Right.
he's not even trimming the fat.
he's
What
not
he
even.
is
He's
doing,
preemptive. He points out the fat.
he is giving reports back to the president as he finds the fat, and then the president does what he does best.
So, and I like that analogy because it's like in that analogy, Trump's the butcher,
Right.
Yeah.
and Elon Musk is just the dude that's cleaning the skin off and drawing big
Yeah.
red marks on
He's.
the carcass so that the butcher can
Yeah.
cut those sections off. But the thing is now we also need. Elon's also pointing out areas that you may need to dig deeper,
Right.
which is also awesome because the deep state is deep and you got to dig deeper to root it
Right.
out. So,
Right.
and Elon's doing all that stuff, and I've got nothing to complain about so far. I mean,
All I'm saying is this: is a lot of people thinking that he's running the show when he's not. A lot of people thinks that he is going to tamper with people's personal information. He is not. What he
I
is
mean,
looking
it,
into is this. He's not
wait.
looking
Wait.
into individuals as you and me. He's looking into the hedge funders. He's looking into BlackRock. He's looking into Vanguard. He's
Right.
looking into
Now.
Disney,
Now.
FEMA.
Even. Even if hypothetically, even if he did have your social security number.
No, he definitely has
Because
mine.
he's
I've
gonna,
applied for work with him.
what's he gonna do with it? He's
I
gonna
mean,
help you get out of debt, probably. If he has it,
and
What? Why?
that's not the information that he's looking for, and you got it all
right?
screwed up.
Oh, you're worried about him
That's
getting
what
your
a
social
lot of
I ain't
people,
security
yeah,
worried
that's
number.
what
about
a lot
shit.
of people are
Oh,
saying.
yeah, right. But they're worried about why. Why would you worry about it? You don't care about Google knowing all that information plus where you are any given moment. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, you got Google on your phone. They know what you do. They know everything you say. They know when you're fapping it in the bathroom. They know everything about you just because your phone is always right next to you. So does iPhone. So does TikTok. So do all these social media platforms.
Yep.
Why aren't you throwing your phone in the fucking garbage if you actually believe that you give a shit whether Elon Musk can see your social security number?
Exactly. That's my whole point. That's my whole. It. You know what? I don't give a rat's ass. Okay, 'cause
I got
that's not
identity
what he's
protection. I
doing.
don't care who knows my shit.
Okay, I'm gonna draw it out in crayon. Okay, say you're a Democrat. This is you. You started out in the Senate. You're this tall. This is you. Okay, and then all of a sudden, in 4 years, you go from this to this. There's a problem because you're only allowed so much in salary a year, and there's no reason you should go above that 3 times over
Right.
after 4 years without knowing something,
Right.
without taking kickbacks. All that is gone. Okay. They never sent no money to Gaza for condoms. That money was sent over there to Swiss bank and rolled right on back into their pockets. There was never no money sent to Peru for the LGBTQ uh, comic book or whatever. That never happened. That went to a Swiss bank account and rolled right back to the same people you support.
Right.
Okay. It's
Well,
just a wash bucket. That's all they did. And that's
The
all
$1.2
Elon Musk.
million for Sesame Street didn't
Yeah,
go over there for Sesame Street.
right. So here's the thing. He's just pointing out the cookie jar thieves. That's all he's doing.
so
The people
all
who say they got your back, but they're actually stabbing you in the back and taking your wallet at the same time. And don't get me wrong, if Republicans are involved, the ones that are involved, I hope they get punished too.
Yep.
All you rhino Republicans, fucking piece of trashes. So, draining the swamp any way necessary. All he is the auditor.
So why
no cause
Walmart
for
and all
alarm
that?
there. Look somewhere
Because they're
else.
getting rid of DEI.
Do what?
Why Walmart and Taco Bell and all them? Because they're getting rid of DEI.
No, because that and they support Donald Trump.
Well, I mean, at this point, anybody, I mean, it's an
If
executive
you're a
order.
business, why wouldn't you support Donald Trump
Well, here's the thing.
right now? Because he's already elected.
Well, when listen, okay, so here's what it is. I'm going to
Impeached.
explain it to you right now, and I may be wrong, but I know I'm not. Okay, so you're a big corporation like Walmart.
Right.
Okay, so you're a huge corporation like Walmart. You got whatever so and so stores across the country. Okay, some of your money that you get is kickbacks,
Right.
federal funding. Okay.
Right.
With that being said, all right, whatever president's in office, you're going to be sure to kiss that ass to keep that money coming.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
All right. So they just followed rule because they knew that Biden and his cronies had the power to shut Walmart down. They had the power. So now that
I
Donald Trump,
have the
so now that
power.
Donald Trump is back in, relaxing on regulations and starting to put America back to where it should be, Walmart went back to their original status quo. There's no more
Right.
DEI. There ain't gonna be none of that. They're still gonna
Right.
do what they do for the community. Blah 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 blah
Right.
blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
they lost a lot of money over Biden for
Right.
the 4 years. So did Target. So did Coca Cola. So did all them companies. Lost a ton
Taco
of money.
Bell, all of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
lost a ton of money. So now that they know that the prices are going to start getting cheaper, that's going to do what? That's going to draw more customers in. You know, so
Right.
they need to make their money, man. They're
Yeah.
going to follow leadership.
We can actually have a dollar menu at fucking Taco Bell again.
Maybe. I don't know about it going that low. You know what I'm saying? I don't see $1.50 gallon of gas again. I mean, we might, but we're not going to be paying $4 or $5 like we are now.
Right.
So, uh, with that being said, bro, you guys ready to end this?
What are you talking
Sure.
about?
I'm ready to end this. I got to get up early in the morning to go to work anyway.
It's your podcast. We're just here for the ride.
Oh my God, it's our podcast. The Three Stooges, Larry, Moe, and Curly.
Wise guy.
But yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining us again. Another Gen X and Beyond podcast. We hope you all enjoyed the show. Remember, hit that QR code up, help the family out. 50% of the proceeds goes to help my wife, the other goes to the back end of the show. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Everybody have a good night.
Dan, Lonely, you all have a good night and thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.